What's going on, YouTube? It's been a minute. Here we are, picking up the process again. I had to actually watch my last YouTube video to see exactly where I left off, how much has changed. So I mean, by the time this video goes up, I don't think anybody that was subscribed will be actually up to date. It'll probably be all new viewers, but for the new viewers, what do we have going on today? My SN95 Widebody project. I'm gonna go over everything that I've done, things that we're gonna do. The last video where I left off, basically, it was kind of like this one. Starting out, said I was gonna start out the project, then all hell hit, one thing after another. The car was the last thing on my mind, put it aside, but now that finally got situated with this place, the garage, the car, we even got new wheels and tires. I totally forgot how long ago I uploaded, but we're gonna go over that right now, everything that I've done so far since then. It's been looking the same probably for the past 5 years, but we've got new wheels, new tires, went ahead and started modifying, customizing the rear bumper, ended up getting a new spoiler. I started customizing tail lights. That'll be way later, trying to get the car done for right now. We have new side skirts. The last time that I uploaded was when these were actually fiberglass and Bondo, and it was just gonna take too long. Plus I realized whenever I was going to fiberglass, and that being the lowest part of the car, it was gonna crack. So I wanted something that was very durable. This is the polyurethane or urethane. I think KBD, whatever you want to consider it. But they're pretty durable. I got a combination right now because I need to make my holes for the rivets. But right now, this isn't where I want them. I need to add a little extra and then start making my holes for the rivets. So I'm just holding it on with the Cleco pins. Today's video, we're gonna be adding the fiberglass all around the edges over here, and then continue on with this little piece back here. I do need, well, no, this side isn't it. The other side, this is exactly how I want it to fit. Right along this lip around the wheel. That's it, that's perfect for me. This is all the way lowered on the suspension. As you'll be able to tell. I don't know when I'm gonna edit this, but this video that I'm taking right now is way after the videos that I have that y'all are about to see or already gonna see. I don't know where exactly I'm gonna put this video, but the intro I was gonna put in the front. So this is a video right after the intro. So it may be in the front. But anyways. So what the front fitment looks like. It is rubbing on the hood latch cable that is on the back side in here. I don't know if I have to pull the slack in here or pull the slack in the cab, but we're gonna have to figure that out. Right now it's on the rollers. If I were to take it off the rollers, I won't be able to get the jack under there, and I don't have any 2x4s. And the small ramps that I have, I don't think I have enough space to drive on them in here to get front and rear on there. I just kept it on the rollers for now, but I do want to see how low it is all the way around. These side skirts, they look pretty low because they are almost the same level as the tire, which is, I do like that. I didn't like how high they were. Towards the front is higher. And there she is. So we're gonna be working on the car today. I am going to be lowering it all the way. See how it looks since I got it on these rollers. I won't be able to get under it with the jack, so I'll have to actually have probably some 2x4s to drive on and then jack it up. We're gonna go ahead and lower it all the way. I don't have much clearance, but we're gonna see. Obviously right here, this tab is probably gonna be bent up. You can see it's hella close there. So if I do have to cut it, I'll be cutting it more. But I got the jack under there right now. I'm gonna jack it up, lower the front and rear. I am getting this started with the mesh and the panel bond. It's just super cold. I didn't think about this yesterday, but this is my extra one. I just put this in some hot water. I accidentally kicked it over, but more panel bond. The last one that I used, as you can see right there, was so cold that it ended up popping the tube. I actually had to mix it by hand. That's as much as I got on there. So I'll probably just finish that other half after I lower the car. I want to lower the car because I want to make one hole for the rivets. So I need to know where my fender is going to fit exactly and how I want it to fit on the tire. And then I'm going to rivet it. And I have these. I bought these, got the drills. I have the rivets. Yeah, it also comes with the washers, the little rubber seals. Yeah, proper rivets. So we'll be getting those on. I'd rather raise it than have to make new holes and lower it to how I want to fit it. We're just gonna slam this thing. Honestly, I don't really like how high the side skirts are, so we're gonna see how low I can get it to the ground. Same thing will be for the front. I may have to cut the front fenders again because as I'm feeling under here, it's real rigid. I don't know how much low I can go, but we're gonna see. And I still have to trim out for the door. This is just a lot of extra. See the door jam line is way in there. Clean that up. Then I'll set some rivets, probably maybe 3 or 4 just to hold it temporary. But yes, I have no excuse not to get this car done anymore. So this is day 1, starting back up. The goal is to get it done so I can take it to Mustang Week. I may have to trailer it. I don't think I'm gonna get the transmission rebuilt in time. I probably won't even be able to get this thing wrapped, but at least primered. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing jacked up, start taking the wheels off, set the coilovers. As of right now, they're halfway set, so I got another maybe inch and a half to lower it. And we're gonna start by doing that then. Alright, so now that it's dark, finally set the suspension. I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna have time for tonight. But without further ado, this is what it looks like. Boy, it looks fucking good. A little bit lower in the back, but this right here is the money. Now, I need to take some camber out of it. Or I could throw a wheel spacer on there. Yeah, I need to go ahead and start on this front bumper, but this thing is sick. Both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and mount these fenders back on now. Now that I have it all the way low, fit it to how I need it, and then raise it up if I have to. This side as well. Get another angle, but I got some stuff in here now. It looks pretty good. I don't have to cut anything so far. What it looks like. Not too bad. I know it's been looking like this for the past 5 years, but time to bolt the rears down, or at least get 2 rivets in. There you go. I guess the body kit was off a little bit, but not too bad. I like this ride height now. It's low enough for me. We are working on the rear bumper right now. Like I said, I started it. It's a messy, shitty job right now because I accidentally blew out this fucking bottom of it, so I had to hurry up and mix it. But I am going to do the wire mesh all around right here, up and down, and then paddle bond it. Probably need to order maybe 4 more. And once that's done, flip it around, do panel bond on the other side without the wire mesh, and then start putting some mud on there. Going through the layers. I do have a different diffuser. This is the wrong one. I wanted a diffuser where you can change out this inner piece. This is just a single piece. You can't do that with that one. So as you can see, the center piece right there, and then I have the center piece, center diffuser part. So I will be installing those 2 on this bumper. I can make that one work. I do have a little bit of piece, but when I cut it, I cut out maybe about 1 inch too much, so there's a gap there. I still have pieces from the old bumper that I can throw on there. Start laying down some fiberglass when the temperature starts going back up. It's another day. I'm going to be replacing this diffuser right here for this one. This is the one that I wanted. This is the one we can change out. So if anybody else plans on doing this diffuser along with the S550 bumper, if you buy it, you can't just cut it and put it on the bottom because it is bigger, so it sticks out more on the edges. That's why I had to cut it. I'm gonna have to cut those 2 as well, even that plastic add-on. But yes, we're gonna be grinding this down. It's in a rough state. There's only 2 tubes of, what is that, the adhesive or epoxy. I still need to buy a lot more. As you can tell, it just bled through on the other side, but it is sturdy. I got to sand it, get it smooth. Then I ended up taking off my front bumper because when I lowered it, made sure that I was clearing the harnesses, which is I am clearing them. Both sides are pretty much broken. I need to do a quick release on this front bumper anyways. So I'm gonna get the cutting, remounting it, put the new diffuser on. All right, so an even better headache. Now I know why they asked for the year, or what year rear bumper it is. For the old schools, and I guess who have old school cars, not your age, but as you see, it's coming along better. I need to put some more of the panel bond in there. I just panel bond from the other side. That's why it looks all shitty. There's a big ass gap in here. I'll fill that up, panel bond, but I mean, it's coming along okay. Not too bad. This right here is what I had ordered. This is the diffuser that I wanted to put on there. Somewhat like that. Can't really see it. So where I'm having trouble with is I had already cut this one. So this is the one that it's, okay, let me do it like this. Okay, so this is the one that I had on there. It's a one-piece diffuser. I thought that you could add this to this, but you can't because it's one piece, so you would have to cut this. And for the diffuser that I want, I've seen that it's carbon fiber, and I don't really want to cut carbon fiber and then try to panel bond it together and re-resin it and probably lay down a little bit more carbon fiber to get rid of the seal. So I avoided that. Sorry I'm breathing so hard. But yes, I found out that this little groove right here, as you can see, it goes straight and up and over. That's what this diffuser does. This one that I had ordered off of, or I actually had bought off of Facebook Marketplace, I didn't realize what year it was. But it just goes straight. So it doesn't match up, which sucks because since I've already panel bond or started to panel bond this, I think I'm just gonna have to do the hard work extra where I have to cut this out that connects to this diffuser and somehow plastic weld it to this and cut this part out right here, cut this out, add those tabs somehow to this one, and then add that to this, and then put that on that. So even more of a headache. I guess for right now, I'm just gonna sand down the rest of the bumper, get it completely sanded down. The Cobra letters, I'll just do those later. I'm not really gonna do too much with it right now. I got the plastic welding kit, but next step is how am I gonna transfer this over there? Because whenever I mock them up, this is roughly how it is. You can see that if I try to cut that out, it's a different shape than what it is here. Trying to see, maybe I have to put this down on a cardboard, trace it, and then lay it on this, and then cut it out, and then cut this one around the frame, and then put it on there. So just an extra step. I'm gonna have to get some cardboard So this is how much I got done. Not too bad. I still gotta go over a little bit more. It's getting kind of late. I'll sand the rest of this tomorrow. Yeah, it looks real rough. Another layer, so it's a lot stiffer now. I'm gonna go ahead and trim up around the wheel. Thinking about cutting this piece out. As you can tell, I need to put some type of foam or fill it up with Bondo and then later go across there to get rid of that shit. Same thing with this. Go through and sand out all these bumps, the little air bubbles, and then you can tell where it just drops off. I'm probably gonna have to cut this, flare it out a little bit, and then put a new layer on there. I didn't finish with the gas tank, but I'm gonna cut this out around the gas, cut it out around the gas tank. I guess I'm just gonna take all these side skirts, lay them down, and then make a fiberglass template. All I want to do is take the same shape and then take off the exoskeleton and then bend it to where I need coming off of the side, and somehow just kind of curve in somewhere, land it in here somewhere. I don't want it to just come straight down. I want it to kind of just take an angle in it and blend in with the side skirt. It could be its own piece. It ain't gonna be one big big old fender flare. But we're gonna trim it up, make it look a little better, sand it down. But we're gonna get started on this fiberglass. One good tip that I could probably tell y'all if y'all do anything with fiberglass and have to add Bondo to it, I would take a sander. Right now there's 2 layers, that's why it's like that. I cut off all the excess, so I'm gonna have to grind that down, smooth it out, get rid of all that like hard line that you can see, trying to blend them in together. But I would hit this with the sander. That way whenever you lay Bondo, it's already mainly smooth. It'll save you a little bit more time. Not very much, but having this being as smooth as it is compared to this is way better. But I need to sand this down. I need to cut this lip and then start adding some more fiberglass. Alright, as you can see, I've been sanding it for a good, probably an hour, felt like. But it's really smooth. This over here, it's hard for me to get to because the wheel didn't really fit in here. I'm gonna have to try to sand this with 80 grit or maybe use a grinder. And then I have this little bit, still need to cut that. But as you can tell, I know how I said whenever you sand this, it helps with Bondo. Well, it really helps when you layer it with fiberglass. So when you smooth this out and you lay a new layer on there, it'll be like really, really smooth. And then you can lay your Bondo on there, which makes it easy to block it. All right, probably took about an hour or close to it. Got it sanded pretty good. It's really hard for me to get in here, this piece. So as you can tell, like there's 2 layers on it, but that one layer's hard for my orbital sander to get in there. So I may just get the cutting wheel and cut maybe this piece, because it does go a little deeper in there. As you can tell, this is starting to split, and it's really, really wavy. Like right here, you can tell it's wavy. If I push it in, it goes more down. But you can tell the difference. Like this is all grainy. You can see the fiberglass in there. It's all smooth. So I'm gonna layer another thing of fiberglass. I'm gonna do that right now. You can probably see here in the front the body line of it. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. So you can see, not too bad. All right, I'm not gonna take the chance of ruining my brand new tires. The Bondo could just be washed off, so, but I need to layer the plastic under this fiber so that when I lay my new one, all the resin will drip and it won't get on the rubber. All right, well, that's enough work for me for today. Cut off the fan because it's pretty loud, but as you can see, added some fiber. Gonna make this all one piece and then cut that in half. Probably make this thicker on the next go around. I need to make this thicker, but as you can see, I didn't resin this piece because if I get it too wet, it starts to sink in. So I need it to kind of just slope. Because it's such a drop off right here, I have to slope it. So now that that's a lot better, protected my tire wheel from the resin getting on there, don't want to ruin it. But I think I'm gonna pretty much upload this video of the process that I've done so far. This was multiple days. As you can see, different video shots. I am wearing different clothes. This is the latest one. But, you know, we're gonna keep going after it. Tomorrow, when this dries, I will sand it. If I have a good day at work. Normally I've been stuck at work a lot, so we're gonna sand it, maybe add some more resin to the thin sides as back there, up here, and then hopefully in the next couple days when the Bondo comes in, because I am gonna order some Bondo and, like I said, some more of the panel bond to keep going with the bumper. All right, without further ado though, for all my new subscribers, like, comment, and subscribe.